Hey y'all, hey, working out, Eddie. I had to kind of play it up, Eddie. I kind of like had I just grabbed this and this backing track and just say I was gonna just do a little something. Y'all should. I can see too, but y'all can't see him. He was doing the boot scooting boogie then. Boy. My aunt back there, boy. They had this thing called I think Sloppy Sam or Sleepy Sam. Boy, when them old folks hear that kind of music, boy, they don't even know how to act. They had a special way of dancing and everything. But anyway, folks, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I want to say this to you is that I know a lot of you all out there are disappointed and everything. Ain't no reason to be disappointed. No reason to be disappointed. I didn't vote for Donald Trump. I voted for Kamala Harris, but I'm not dissatisfied. I didn't feel like she was going to win, but I did my part. Y'all here too, but talking to me already, bro. Why you? Because I want to be on the right side of history. Now, Donald Trump done a lot of talking and made a lot of promises. See, now he don't have an excuse. He can't blame nothing on nobody now, because let me tell you how. See, white people did what they supposed to do, and I want to commend y'all out there, folks. Let me tell you something. White people stand by each other. My daughter pointed out to me when we passed by a church, and it wasn't even on Sunday. It was packed up in there. See, they use churches for different things. See, we use a church to talk about God and going to heaven and talking about sin, the blood of Jesus. You know what? We are the prayingest folks in the world. As much as we pray, we shouldn't have any of the problems that we're having. So it's suspect there's something wrong with that Bible you got there. Now, hold up now. Too Bell said, bro, don't talk about the Bible. Well, let's just put it like this. I'll say that the ministers, not all of them, some of you out there, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about some of the ministers. Some of the ministers out there, they're doing this thing for what it was designed for, to generate money, to take money out of the community and put it in their pocket, put it in their coffers. Most ministers in churches are like gods. They control the church. They govern how the money is spent. They take that money and they use it how they want to use it. Most of them have a pretty good lifestyle, talking about Jesus and going to heaven and telling you how to live your life while they out there messing with either the women or the boys in the church. And they're just factual. You can Google this stuff and see it. The ones that seen, even look at Bishop T.D. Jakes. He's going through something now with P. Diddy. See, so look, seem like the more money they have, the more corrupt they are. You know what God say about the rich man and what? Well, too better know it. I don't know all that stuff. But anyway, let's get back to subject. My subject today is that y'all see the title of my show. It's not that bad, folks. It's not that bad. You're upset because Kamala Harris didn't win. Now you remember she ran for president when Donald Trump ran for president the first time and won. She was one of the ones that was out of the gate first, but she did not last that long. Her campaign went up in flames. Now let's go back, and so Biden picked her for his vice president, and they won. If you go back and look at it, they had staff changes, meaning that the staff didn't get along with her. She was hard to get along with. It was a lot of problems, a lot of turnover. And if you look at it, that she has not been that vocal as vice president. Now, they circumvented the democratic process, meaning that we didn't pick her. They selected her for us. Now, people, let's go back a little bit further than that. Let's talk about the Electoral College. Well, let's just assume that the Electoral College is just a facade. It's just a front. that the people that pick the president are not you nor I. We don't get to pick the president because Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, but Donald Trump became president of the United States. When the Supreme Court said that Donald Trump was able to do what he wanted to do, you should have known then that they had picked him to be president again. Now, here's what white folks not going to do. And white folks, I want to commend y'all on this. Now, white folks gonna come together. Now, you won't always have the deviation of the norm. The deviation of the norm is that some white folks did vote for Kamala Harris. Do you see how many states that used to be blue turned red just because the white folk was not going to elect a black woman? A woman, one thing, white men ain't finna put no woman over them, and white women are not conditioned. They're not conditioned. They're not trained. They're trained to be obedient to that white partner, not to disrespect him, but to nurture him and help him be all they be. Whereas black women's exact opposite. Black women's are trained to take over the house, to run a household by themselves. So most black females are alpha females, whereas most white females are beta females. And so now, while white men just not accustomed, was I have a friend and he saw it first, Walter Irby. He saw that first. His wife is white. When he married a white woman, she's just so nice and so respectful to him and so nurturing. And you, boy, now I ain't talking about Q now, but most black women, now two bells said, look here, don't talk about Miss Penny either. I don't know now about my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law is pretty assertive. Don't seem like her, but she's pretty assertive. But she's a very good wife, and so I'm going. Yeah, he said you better. I'm finna bite my tongue. A lot of black women, especially, they just not well. Black women, they know how to treat a man. They do. They do. They're just so accustomed to doing things by themselves, and because they're accustomed to doing things by themselves, they take an alpha role. They're alpha. You can't take that from them, and I commend them on that. They take charge. Whereas now you gonna have a deviation of norm with some black females don't take charge, and where a lot of females are not, white females are not betas, that they not gonna be subservient to their husband. But it's just that you look, we talking about the norm in society is that in the white community, the white female, more than likely, especially if her husband a good job, she stay at home and take care of the children. And whereas in the black home, it's not like that. Usually both parents work, and then oftentimes the mother have to come home and still cook. And oftentimes there's no father there. Now I want to talk about that. So it's really not that bad that Donald Trump is president of the United States. Go back, you can say a lot of things he did. I don't advocate a lot of things that he did. I said one of the things that Kamala Harris had is a Gaza problem. She should have came out against that. How is that you can be a person of color and not come out against that? She should have picked the governor of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She should have picked the governor of Pennsylvania to be a running mate and not Tim Walz. Tim Walz looked like Don Rickles, folks. Y'all go back and Google Don Rickles, Rickles. He was a comedian from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And I mean, face the same, they look the same, they smile the same. And Tim Walz looked like a clown. And listen to me. Now you hear Tube Bell talking to me. Now, folks, let me tell you something. Attractive people do better in life than people that are not attractive. Vance is a better looking vice president, a better looking candidate. And so what she should have did, and now from what I understand, that Kamala Harris was intimidated by the governor of Pennsylvania. And because while she's very intelligent and very smart, from what I understand and from what, based on my research, he's a stellar student himself, very intelligent, very smart. And it's some, from what I understand, know things that she don't know, and probably on a higher cognitive, intelligent, smarter than she is. And so she didn't pick him. That was a big mistake she made. Well, the main mistake she made was being Kamala Harris. Now you see how that she did not. She was at Howard because she just knew she was going to win. And I didn't feel like she was going to win. And when I went and voted, me and Q, we went and voted. We were the only blacks there voting, but so many white people that they couldn't hardly move. They was in there in Walker, so it took some of them 20 minutes to get there. See, they know what to do, and I want to commend you, white folks, on that. Y'all stick together and you vote for your kind. See, it doesn't matter about felony conviction. It doesn't matter about age. It doesn't matter about any of those things when it comes to white people sticking together. They don't give a damn about how many times Donald Trump ain't done nothing to anybody. If you look at it, Donald Trump did more for he Barack Obama, highly intelligent. I respect him so much. Him and his wife, they're very articulate and know how to command a crowd. But Barack Obama didn't, what you call pardon as many black people, not any, from what I understand, maybe one. And Donald Trump pardoned a lot, and all that meant. And so Donald Trump carried males. He carried. Biden did better than Kamala Harris in a lot of those states. And you see, Georgia was flipped. Donald Trump flipped so many states. It wasn't so much that the people were voting for him; they were voting against Kamala Harris, a black female. Big mistake, white folks. Man, y'all better get out of that political correct bullshit. There's no way that they was going to. I didn't even think Barack Obama was going to be president. You remember Willie said, well, I mean, I just thought they was planning something, wondering what was going on. And so, but I didn't think so. I didn't feel good about it at all, but I did my part. And all of you out there voted. I want to commend you to voted. A lot of people my age, a lot of millennials did not vote. Generation Z on college campus did very, very well. Generation Z. So I want to commend Generation Z. My daughter voted, and she just turned 19 years old. I want to talk to my children out there that did not vote. Shame on you. My children out there that are not registered to vote. Shame on you. Consider what the family go through, what your dads went through, what we have went through as a family. And let's not talk about what the black community went through. And for you not to vote, shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Another thing I want to talk about too is that I have this book here. I'm gonna deviate a little bit. I want y'all to see this book here. And I know it's trucking business, how to start and run a trucking business. And this is by Jeff Wilkins. And Jeff is like a brother from another mother. He's somebody I'm so proud of. Folks, I know he don't mind me sharing his story with them. I've seen Jeff he has always been a strong black man. I mean, when I said 100%, man, he not only walked the walk, he talked the talk. He not only talked the talk, he walked the walk. Let me tell you something. And let me just tell you, Jeff came from the bottom. He came from the pits of hell. How can you come from the bottom now and do so well? If you want to know how to come from the bottom and do well, then you need to talk to Jeffrey Wilkins. I'm telling you, his daughter named Shanavis. A lot of you know Shanavis Lynch. A lot of y'all know. I think she has Ed Lynch. That's Ed Lynch niece. Yeah, that's Avis' daughter. And Jeff, I just want to say I'm very proud of you. I bought this book. It's on Amazon.com. I know it's look like the camera has dyslexia, but you can see the truck. I believe that's the truck he owned. He owned about 3 or 4 or 5 of them. You hear two bells and bro, how many he owned? I think it's 10 of them or 15 of them. All I know, he has a very successful business. This man went to prison, not one time but twice. He got out, he refused. He said, I am not going back. And he did not go back. He started driving truck. I've seen him struggle. I've heard of his struggle. I've talked to him and I've watched him grow. Now he has one of the Fortune 500. He wrote this book. He's very successful. He has, oh, wow. He's doing very, very well. And so I want to tell y'all to get this book, Jeff. I want to thank you for sending this to me. When you sent this to me, I knew you wrote it. I just had to get clarification from you because I know you wouldn't be promoting anyone else. Folks, it's a good read. I hadn't read it yet, but it tells you about the different things, that the different type of business, the different type of companies you can start. It tells you how to start your business. And so it's on Amazon.com. You can contact me and I'll send you a link, but it's very good. And Jeff, I'm very proud of you. But let's get back to why this case. And I played a little upbeat music there, two bells. I heard you stumble there. Yes, I stumbled. I got several picks, and this here is a tiger tooth here. It is thick. It went bend, and so my brother said, don't make no excuses. You missed that note. Yes, I made it. I went to the run. I was running so fast down the scale that I went past the note. I had to go back to it, or either I stopped too soon and had to go to it. But either way, it doesn't matter. I worked it out pretty good, and the person that was controlling the music was my daughter. I'm looking at her now. Hey, babe, how you doing? She won't even say anything. She, y'all know. Aria Hope. That's my daughter. She's doing very good too. She's on track. I'm proud of her. She's doing. I'm mature and doing good. I'm proud of all of them. But anyway, folks. Again, it's not that bad. So y'all get out of your feelings and everything, and let's welcome the president, the 47th president elect of the United States, Donald Trump. He won. And they ran a very good campaign. Donald Trump is a likable person. He's an entertainer. He knows how to get a crowd and hold a crowd, and he won. He did very well. He won. He stomped her. He spanked her butt. But they should not have circumvented the democratic process. We didn't pick Kamala Harris to run for president. She was selected. She was appointed by the Democratic board, and it should not have been. What they should have did is open it up and let the people decide. Should have let the people decide. The convention could have decided. She should have had competition. Y'all should have looked at her history. Look how she done things. There's no way people ain't gonna forget this stuff. But let's say she was a stellar person. They're not going to elect a black woman president. And it was Shirley Chisholm that ran for president first, the first black woman to run for president of the United States. I think in the 70s. I don't know what kind of drugs she was on. You know, good well in the 70s, they was not about to elect a black person, period. But anyway, they ran a good campaign. I know my friend, I ain't gonna call his name. I know he happy as hell, boy. You can't tell. You better not say shit to me when you see me. I'm just tell you, you know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. Yes, I'm talking to you. Don't say nothing to me. But anyway, I'm not gonna fight him. But it's not so much that Donald Trump. Look how they overlooked the fact that he was convicted of a felony, that he doesn't respect female. He's a narcissist. That he look out for his family. There's nothing wrong with any of those things that he did. He's by far in my opinion, if he's the most non-presidential person. You take a person that's been convicted of a felony, and taking away people's rights. I believe in choice. I believe in pro-choice. I don't think Donald Trump's gonna be that bad, but let's just wait and see. He done did the talking. Now it's time for him to do the walking. Now, in other words, he done talk about all the things he's gonna do. Okay, well, they flipped the Senate. They flipped the House. So now he has the Senate and the House, and he has the pen in his hand. Let's see what they do, folks. Let's hope maybe he do good thing. One thing I like is the fact that he doesn't advocate the Ukrainian war. We should never be anywhere fighting wars. But the situation in Gaza, that's bad. Israel should be held to court, and everybody should be going to prison, like the United States and all those countries do to everybody. They killed Gaddafi. They killed Saddam Hussein. For less things. And look at what Israel is doing. All those women and children, you're killing women and children, and you all don't see anything wrong with that. Something wrong with that. Now let's go into current events. Now I want to say this to Percy Bland. Don't you think that because Donald Trump was able to do what he did, nobody like your ass? There's no way that we're gonna let you do it. And you know, I've been going to Meridian, I've been talking to the different gang leaders, so we're not gonna get behind you, person. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We're gonna spend some money too to keep you out of office. You wasting your money, person. You wasting your money. You know what? You had the keys to the store and you did all the things you did. You don't have the keys anymore. And Jimmy Smith, it's time for you to go. We don't like your administration. We don't like your administration. Nobody like you, Jimmy. You're too arrogant. You hadn't done anything for the black community, in the black community. And then you put Dustin in there, and then you put all the white folks in all those other positions. Too bad. So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that is they didn't do that for us, and it ain't time for us to do that. So now it would have been okay if they gonna be fair to us, but and the current city council need to go because they empower Jimmy Smith, and they also empower Percy Bland. I want to say this right now is that I know that Thomas Charles Parker, we call him TC, is going to run against Ramonda Walker. Have another person too. I think that she's going to run against Ramonda Walker also, and her name is Antonia Owens. Now, I think she's going to run. She said she was, and if she's run, Antonia, she's 29 years old, so that's good. She's part of Generation Z, and TC is a millennial. So this is what we need. We need these people to run. Now, my son Octavius Hope is going to run against Joe Norwood Jr. My son Octavius Hope is 27 years old. And so, and all this is good. So these young people are going to run against you all. We talking about people that haven't graduated from high school. We talking about people that don't have criminal records, people that's going to excite their cohort to run. Now, let me tell you about you, person. A lot of people that voted for you, their ass dead. Same with you, Jimmy Smith. A lot of people voted for you are dead. So the crowd that you're appeasing, let me tell you something. Let me tell you this. Now, white folks stuck together and put Donald Trump back in office. Let me tell you something. He couldn't have done it had white people been as divisive as black people are. Couldn't have done it. He would not. Kamala Harris would be president of the United States. And if black people stuck together, well, she couldn't have done it. She couldn't have done it. But I got to tell my story anyway, too, but don't you interrupt me no more. If black people had stood together and held on to the gun, then Kamala Harris would be president of the United States. If black people would do what white people do. White people show you all out there, pay attention. White people don't give a damn about felony convictions or any of that shit that they accuse Donald Trump of. They don't care about that. They stick to their kind. They stick to their gun. So now let's go back to us. Now, white folks done show us how to come together, how to stick together and put somebody in office that we want in there. We don't want Jimmy Smith. Y'all already know that. So you're going to get rid of Jimmy Smith. But why go back to the past? We can't go back to Percy Bland. We got to get Percy Bland ass on out of the state of Mississippi. Let him go back wherever the hell he's from. He's a fucking long, tall, lanky Republican that doing what everybody else does. He's going to be a Democrat. Call yourself whatever you want to. It doesn't matter. He danced to somebody else's tune, folk. That's what you want. You don't want anybody in there that's going to listen to me. You don't want anybody in there that's going to listen to Tube Bell. You don't want anybody that's going to listen to a Ray over there. You don't want anybody that's going to listen to a KQ. You want somebody in there that's going to go in there and listen to the community, listen to the hearts and needs of the community. Somebody renewed vision. Don't let Percy Bland pull that Jimmy Smith bullshit on you, asking what the fuck is his new vision is. He don't have one. The nigga just want that money back because he going broke. Ain't nobody going to State Farm. It's too damn expensive. He done spent the little brown bag. He want that money. He want that power. You're not going to get it, Percy. We sent your ass down the road 4 years ago. We going to send you back. You're not going to do what Donald Trump did. We're going in with fresh blood. Now, I'm of the opinion that Rita Jack's going to do what Kamala Harris could not do. She's going to get her job, and she's running for Mayor Meridian, folks. Now, y'all hear too about that. No, Rita ain't like that. She ain't nothing like me. That's the reason why she didn't get the job of chief of police. It's because she's not corrupt. Everybody love Rita. Old folk, young folk, white folk, black folk, green folk, brown folk. Two best ain't no green folk. I've seen them before. Matter of fact, I seen the white face, my son, Halloween. Anyway, folks, I'm going to cut this here a little bit short today, because I'm really excited. I want to see what Donald Trump's going to do. But, folks, what I'm really excited about is the fact that I get to go after those that's been going after me. I get the opportunity now to help get rid of Jimmy Smith. I got rid of Percy Bland. I got a double job this time, folks, and I need your help. I need to get rid of Jimmy Smith like I got rid of Percy Bland. I need to stop Percy Bland from coming back. I need y'all help with that, folks. Now he got signed. Now I'm gonna call Gay ass out. You little rascal. Now, folks, Gay, y'all, his name is Gary Owens. I'm calling you out. Now this nigga here he's my little brother. Yeah, I'm calling him a Negro because he ain't right. He ain't right. I don't understand this shit, folks. But let me just speculate for a moment. I know who his friends are. So I'm assuming that his friends is supporting Percy Bland. I'm going to say this. I'm just say this. Anybody supporting Percy, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Especially if Percy had your ass in jail. If Percy had you arrested, shame on your ass if you support him again. Gary, if you don't goddamn get them signs out of your bill and mail, I'm going to buy that damn bill and I'm going to buy it. Gary, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to talk about your ass every damn time I have this show till you get them damn signs out in front of my building. Can't nobody have a Percy Bland sign in front of my building. I don't even know what's wrong with you. Now, I done said something to him, folks. He act like he toned there. He could have told, boy, you can call one of your family members, tell them go get them damn signs up and throw them away. Throw them in the ditch, throw them in the damn well. But folks, I got to tell you this, signs don't vote because I spent a lot of money on signs and I didn't get the job. Matter of fact, I bought about 1,000 signs. So I got a third of a vote for every sign that I paid for. So signs don't vote, and then person got them signs every damn way. Ain't nobody even at that building, nothing like that. Don't y'all think cause you see a sign somewhere, and then he got one on 10th Avenue, a big sign on 10th Avenue and 19th Street. Hell, ain't even no business there no more, but it's a lot of traffic there. But them saying you just wasting your damn money, person. You wasting your money. And anybody think the person, let me tell you something, he's a lying man. You know he's a lie. All he ever did was lie. He done lied to me. He done lied to you. He done lied to everybody out there that's listening to this part. Go and tell you, go ask your family member, go ask your friend. This person lied to you. You gonna say, hell yeah, the nigga like he's lying now. He ain't gonna do shit. He gonna do the same damn thing he did the last time. Putting all them unqualified folks in there, told me out his own mouth. I said, person, why you 802 all them folks? He said, hell, hope, couldn't none of them pass the damn test. Well, person, you telling me that you had folks that could not pass the test and you 802 their ass. In other words, you giving the city Meridian, you care less about the city. And we're going to make two assumptions. Let's assume he didn't say that, folks. But you know that he did it because you can go back and see where he 802. They call it 802. When a person is not qualified, then the mayor could you fill out a form 802 or whatever and give them that job anyway. Like Stacey Thompson, Chris Walker, they got 802. They got 802. The person said they couldn't pass the test. So they were not qualified. So if they were not qualified for their job, you can tell that because of the corrupt ass shit Chris Walker done. Now, Stacey, she's sweet. Now, she's qualified to be in the position she's in. Sometimes the numbers don't quite equate to the person there. Now, Stacey is. I got to say that about Stacey. So whether or not she got 802 to whether or not she made a 30 on the test or not, it doesn't matter. She's doing a stellar job. Now, I'm not suggesting that those were scores, but I know Chris Walker made a low score. I know that she done lied when it comes to Thomas Van. I know it lied when it comes to other people that done lost their job. How is it that black people can go against black people and then lie? How is it that black people can lie, cheat, and steal, and you're in a position of power and authority? Man, here you are, you over I guess personnel or whatever, and then you lie in deposition, you lie in court. Thomas Van gonna have your ass in court, Kristen. And this shit is wrong. So she needs to go. But it's the fact that they got the job and it's not like a at-will job, meaning that it's not an appointed position, then but rearrange that. Send her ass out there and let her keep a salary and do like you do everybody else. Send them out to the training facility. Send them out there by the airport and have them out there, you know, shit lake where that shit stink all the time where all the sewage from Meridian go out there. Send them out there. They'll quit the damn job then. Get them up out of those positions where they're unqualified to be in. And put some measure. And the only way you're going to do that, you're going to have to get somebody in there that's willing to do that, to put qualified people in those positions. Somebody that's willing to damn get rid of that fucking sorry ass school board that's miseducating our children. What her name did? Superintendent should be tarred and feathered and ran out of town along with the entire school board. The entire city council need to go. All of y'all need to go. Yes, I said, and I can say it to your face. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Whoever run against Tybell Lindsay will get that job because she got domestic violence charge. I don't give a damn how clever she tried to spill it. She's wounded. You got to kill the beast while it's wounded. Right now, Jimmy Smith is wounded. You got to kill the beast while it's wounded. Get rid of his ass. Percy Bland is not only wounded, his ass is dead. Bury his ass. Let him stay where the fuck he's at. Folks, y'all have a good evening. Now, hold on. Let me read my comments. Somebody might have said something to me. I got to go to chat. This is, I don't know who this. I agree with this person here. He was already president. It's not going to be as bad as people say this time around. This Admiral, who? Admiral Zinji. Whoever that is, I appreciate you for watching. Y'all share this video. I'm gonna be on YouTube soon. Facebook soon, so that I'll run live at the same time. And after the 23rd, starting in December, I'll do 2 podcasts. Well, matter of fact, I'm gonna keep my podcast going even during Christmas. But it's gonna go back to 6 o'clock. Let me look at the calendar and tell y'all when it's going back to 6 o'clock. I can tell you. Is it 6 o'clock we do the show? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's see. So on the 29th, on the last Thursday, that's the week after Thanksgiving, we'll go, 7 what? Okay. Either way, we're going, yeah. Either way, we're going back on. So on the 29th, y'all mark your calendar. We'll be going back to 6 o'clock. And not only that, I think we'll be doing simulcasting it with Facebook. Y'all have a good evening. Gotta go.